and says, "Have you consumed alcohol before?"
Oh, lots of times.
Okay.
When you're a fixer for a big crew like the Sellouts, you get introduced to all sorts of sins.
The server. Did you say the sellouts?
Yeah, that's our crew. If you need a stadium filled, we'll sell it out for you.
Oh, he nods. Oh, well, I don't know about any stadiums. I'm just a very good bartender. I don't think I could sell out stadiums. I do think it's a bit misleading, but who am I to judge? He kind of like gives you a big old toothy grin smile with his combat jaw grill showing. Drinks will come. Billy's kind of like almost sitting waiting. He's like, okay, look, none of you are going to ask, so I'll fucking tell you. $6,000, 6,000 eddies. That's a lot of fucking money. So, I mean, I'm excited. He said that works out to be $1,200 a piece once I've taken my cut. But I'm hoping that, you guys, the sellouts, you put on the fucking pro, you put on the schmooze. I hit him for the 20% one too, and then I'll just take the 20% off the top. You guys can keep the 6.
That's a great plan. And then maybe I can hit you up for a 20% of your 20%.
It's like Billy starts scratching his head. I'm gonna have to do the math on that one, but I mean, if you do, I tell you what, if that Dial-A-Nar door opens for me, not only the 20% will be nothing. This is big money. Like 1 in every 3 or 4 or something. That's the stat. 1 in every 3 or 4 bits of cyberware in this fucking city comes out of that company. I doubt it comes out of the campus, but either way, maybe they can fix the shark. He kind of looks at Gear Shift. He shrugs. A little time drifts as the drinks flow. The bar fills up more with chatter rising, laughter cutting through the haze of incense and synth bass. It's a strange cocktail of people, a microcosm of Night City's twisted etiquette. 2 maintenance workers shuffle in, their overalls stained with the day's filth, exchanging nods with the greeters like old friends. As they head towards the restroom, they hang their hats on a pillar near the bar, a ritual unspoken but understood. Then there's a couple, now in front of these hats, opulence draped over their shoulders, wealth stitched into every fibre. They haven't seen a day of grime in their lives. You watch as the greeter walks over and leans in, murmuring something low. The man sitting down, his face twists into disgust. His voice cuts through the air like a monoblade. You're telling me you'd rather lose more money than your fucking tiny mind can comprehend just to let those 2 bums sit here? You've lost your goddamn mind. Then a crack, a heavy bottom whiskey glass meets wood, splintering into silence. For a beat, nothing moves. Until chairs scrape back in unison. You guys kind of look over the space to see 7, maybe 10 people on different tables from every rung of the city's ladder standing. No guns, no words, just a wall of silent, unified intent. For a moment, there's no class divide, no void between the haves and the have-nots. Just a shared understanding of how things work. The peacock gets the message. His mouth snaps shut, his face flushed, redder than the neon glow bleeding through the blinds. He turns, practically stumbling over himself as he makes for the exit. And as
Wait! You can sit here if you're willing to pay more money.
The guy he doesn't even stop. By this time, as soon as people see he's leaving, everyone kind of just sits back down. The woman he was with left at the bar looking even more embarrassed as she kind of pays down. She will give you like a no, we're fine, thanks. As the door closes behind the woman, it almost immediately reopens as another man steps inside. 5'6", maybe early 70s, crisp white shirt, cufflinks glinting as he adjusts them with a slow, deliberate precision. The The kind of old money that doesn't need to be loud about it. The greeter nods towards your table. If one of you wish... Oh, 1 second. We will be using the... did someone say murder DLC? Which is the link there. And for ease, here is your focus table. Sorry, I've misspoke. For this one, anyone can roll me a perception check if they wish.
Oh, I'm sorry. That should have been a 10, so I got 15, not 14.
Nice. As the man's walking over to you, you spot that the door behind him doesn't close. It's like on its own swing. So 7D, you don't notice it. Instead, it's held open by another man in a suit. However, this one is much younger. He's a lot bigger. He's clearly some sort of muscle. By the time the man kind of like gets to the table, the door closes. Mr. Flight, good to finally meet you in person. The man lowers himself into a seat, adjusting his lapels of his shirt, of his blazer. He's already placed his drink with the greeter. His presence is controlled. It's corporate. Every movement is measured. Every word is chosen. Scans the table to take you all in. This must be the crew you told me about. A brief pause. Oh, I shouldn't have read a brief pause. Pleasure. The name's Nathaniel Holbrook. I hired Mr. Flight to put me in touch with professionals, people who can get things done. My daughter, Evelyn, has been missing for nearly 40 hours now. No calls, no messages. Her tracker's been dark for the last 36. No trauma team calls. I've checked already. They ran the private hospital for names and nothing. His jaw tightens. Last known location was her apartment, and I could also provide you with her workplace. At this point, should anyone wish, there's a beat. He's weighing. Yeah, there's a beat. He's weighing his words. If you wish, one of you can roll me a human perception check.
Gearshift to say, what about a picture?
Notes.
Regarding the human perception, would a voice stress analyzer give a +2 to it or not?
Yes, it would. A picture, indeed. He says, I will send it along with her address to whomever's number needs it. So you can roll me a 2d6 hero. Very good. You can see, however, that he's being very particular with his words, and there's almost a frustration in his voice, along with kind of like a sense of embarrassment. He says, certainly I can get you a picture. He says, due to family politics, I don't have much of an insight into Evie's personal life. I believe she has a romantic partner, but I can't tell you much else. I'd consider it a personal favour if you could track her down. I want you to find her, and I want you to make sure she's safe.
We'll definitely do that, Mr. Dylanar. Do you have her? Do you have her? Her Elf Lines Online profile?
He cocks his head. He says, Mr. Holbrook, I work for Dylanar. Although, I do hope you keep that on the down low. This is a personal matter. And I'm sorry I have not one idea what Elf Lines Online is?
Well, that might be your problem right there. When we get her back, I think you should bond with her over elf lines. I think you'd have a much stronger relationship.
he kind of like furrows his brow a little bit as he says, "I believe our relationship is just fine. Thank you very much."
Oh, my bad. I'm so
Which
sorry.
is.
I misunderstood.
Yeah, are you sure it's okay? Because, yeah, it kind of seems like she's running away from you.
He he like furrows his brow even tighter as he's like, I'm sorry, what?
Well, I mean, she's like, family politics? You haven't spoken to her? I don't know. Like, this is reading to me like, yeah, this is, she's trying to get away from her corporate father? I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
Mr.
that'd
Holbrook,
be my.
that's 7D. She's our rocker. She's really anti-establishment, and she's kind of our wild card. So, don't get offended. Just,
Yeah.
these are serious questions that'll help us in our job.
Yeah. Like, why 8 fingers? Like, why 8 fingers? You could have stopped at 7.
She's not very good at business, though. So don't take anything she says about, your business to heart.
He is going to his drink gets put down in front of him. He kind of like swirls around the short straw as he looks towards Mr. Flight. He says, "Is this what you deem to be professional, Mr. Flight?" Billy kind of like looks up and says, "Professional? It means different things in different circles, Mr. Holbrook. I have a team of professional edge runners, not professional suits."
Yeah,
All right, guys.
Professional enough to get your suits out of the trees that eat people. You should probably make an announcement. Tell them to back off. Somebody's going to wind up dead, or probably shot by Biotechnica.
By the way, that's not a veiled threat or anything. That's just edge runner speak.
Mr. Holbrook looks and says, "So your initial assumption of this situation is that my daughter is running away from me, that my products that I represent are ill thought out? Why 8? Well, why any number? You have to pick one, right? Otherwise, you don't get a product out the door. So sure, why not 9? Why not 10? Why not 7, 6, 5, or none?"
Well, that's actually not our assumption. That's only 7D's assumption. You see, my assumption is that she's playing the new Elf Lines Online DLC, and she's probably gotten so deeply into it that she's forgotten to make contact. So we just have to track down where she's playing.
She was last heard from 2 days ago. She called to say that she had a promotion offered at work. Do you guys press him for a little bit more?
Yeah, where does she work?
Where did she work?
So you can roll me a conversation check. One of you can. Nice. During this conversation about where she works, he tells you she works at some low-rent diner near the tube station, the metro station in Little China, which isn't actually quite far from where you are, maybe a 10 or 15-minute walk. You also catch a sentence that he kind of says in passing. I haven't seen her in person in almost exactly 1 month shy of 2 years. she decided that she wanted to forge her own way. You can roll me 2d6.
Five this time.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
And how much financial assistance do you provide to her while she's forging her own path and all that? She still have the credit card? What's up?
She 1 second. Oh great. He says I bought her an apartment. But other than that, provided her with a computer, a screen. The rest of it, she's on her own time. That's what she wanted. That's what she'll get.
Well, she's not hurting for rent. That's for sure. Okay.
Well, it sounds
the
like you're a
apartment's
really
bought.
good dad for helping her with her rent and letting her be free. I think that's very cool of you.
He says I don't in any way agree with her actions, but she is a grown woman and she's free to make her own decisions.
And where is Mrs. Holbrook?
At home. He kind of looks down at his, I assume.
And she hasn't spoken to your daughter either?
No. Not in the last 2 days. Like I say, Evie called. She'd been promoted, or so I was told. And that was it. We have a bit of a deal that she checks in. She hasn't. And as such, I have to make sure she's okay. It's the father's job.
It is. That's very responsible of you.
Thank you.
I wish I had a dad who was responsible, but, you know,
We can't win
it's
them all,
made me
kid.
who I am.
he has an internal thought about that. He says he's gonna ask, like he's gonna hold out his agent so that he can send the picture of his daughter and the address of her place of work and her apartment.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that on my handheld agent, not on my internal.
When we show up to her apartment, do you mind if we drop the manager your name? Say we're under an investigation. Could make things a lot easier.
Said I would be very, very surprised if you could find a manager in that hellhole. It's one of those. Well, cargo stack.
Oh, it's a village. Got you. Okay.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, cargo village. You know, stacks, whatever.
Yeah, is that what you call a hand? It had 8 fingers. 8, okay? It's the same amount of legs as a fucking spider, okay? Is it a hand or a spider? Okay, you're too judgmental, and I'm judging you back. All right, this is karma.
Oh, what if it was a hand that could turn into a spider?
Like my nightmares.
Yeah, it's a good idea. You should get on the board of Dynalar.
Mr. Holbrook is he just stands up, adjusts like his jacket, and says, "Mr. Flight, you've got 24 hours." He turns and he walks off.
Wow, 24 whole hours?
Billy like looks towards 7D, like just throwing his hands out wide, like, what the fuck? Remember when I
What?
said? No. Remember when I said, professional, put the schmooze on. I'ma hit him with the 1-2 20%. You remember that? I don't recall.
What did I
any
say?
of them.
What did I say?
Oh
What
my
did
gosh.
I say?
You could have said nothing. That ain't. I think literally you could write 100 things and 95 of them would have been better than what you decided. That's just cost.
I doubt that.
It doesn't cost me.
I doubt I could write 100 things, but okay, whatever. You know,
Billy just puts his hand. He's like, I mean, okay, my 20% is covered. You see, I was trying to do you guys a favor, but you decided that now was the time. Of all times, there's a fucking complaint line. You couldn't have wrote a letter.
yeah, I did. I
No.
wrote several, in fact.
Okay. Well, carpe fucking diem, I guess. You saw the opportunity and you took it.
Yeah, I'm glad I did.
Billy's like, do you think you could find the missing girl, or we go?
Oh,
is that an issue?
we'll find her all right. Hey, listen, the last job we were on, they gave us an expense account. Do you think you could give us an
Oh, right.
expense account?
Yeah. No,
Okay,
I don't.
okay.
Remember when I tried to earn you 20% more? I was doing that for you. I was part of the team.
Yep.
I weren't
You weren't
consulted
that
on
successful now,
the
were
fucking...
you? Yeah.
No. Just like I wouldn't be successful at firing a gun if you took it out of my hands.
Wow, that's deep. That's yeah. That's
Well, we're gonna
Maybe
make
write that
really
in
deep.
we're gonna
the
make up
next
for it.
corporate thing.
Don't
He's
you
not-
worry, Mr. Flight.
Just-
We're gonna make up for it.
Yeah, it's like in those doctor TV shows where the doctor's an asshole and then he like solves the case that nobody else could. You know, it's like that.
But it's more like the doctor's an asshole, and all his friends, who are also doctors, solve the case for him instead.
Yeah.
Billy's like, I'm glad none of you are doctors. How about that?
yeah.
I
I'm
think
glad I'm
skills-
not a doctor. Like I get woozy like with too much blood. Yeah.
Really? Because I've seen
Also,
you
I
like
just want to make
cause
a
a
point.
lot of blood.
Yeah, don't
No.
look at it.
That's
You're
cool.
not considering the 5 fingers that already are there. You're saying like 8 fingers weird. No. It's 3 additional fingers. That's great. That's 60% more fingers.
No. You don't need that
Arguably.
many fingers.
That is, I mean, just a bit of quick math across the 10. There's 60% more fucking fingers. Or am I crazy here?
No, you've got a point.
You're crazy. Absolutely crazy. No reason to have that many fingers, okay?
They all do something different. One of them's a pen.
I don't think that they have like I'm pretty sure 10 like that's how many fingers they have, okay?
All right, 7D, right? Imagine what you could do on a guitar with more than 5 fingers.
God damn, imagine.
Yeah, I don't
thinking-
need to cheat. I don't need to cheat, okay?
You could have an 8-string guitar.
I'd be careful with that kind of power, though. I knew somebody once who went cyber-psycho from putting a bunch of pens and lighters in his fingers. It was crazy.
Yeah, see?
You know what would
How
make
is
this
that
whole
cheating?
conversation better? Like an extra 20%.
Booze? No, I think booze would make this conversation much better.
Well, we can't drink. We're on the
Billy's like,
job.
for fuck's sake, he didn't even pay for the fucking. How much is it? How much are all of these? He looks around at the.
Oh yeah, so we'll see you
16,
later.
10.
We'll see if Mr.
Yeah,
Flight,
bye.
we got
See ya,
business
Mr.
to
Flight.
attend to.
This is 10% of my fucking take. He's like, "Right."
What did you say earlier,
How
Mr.
many
Flight?
fingers is that?
We can't have everything we want.
Yeah, he's like just one bitch as he flips you off as you're walking away.
Well, that went great.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
totally.
really
Pissed
good at
off the
this.
client, pissed off the fixer. You know, I think this is an amazing,
Yeah, no
amazingly
friends. Like,
successful
no
business meeting.
connections. Yeah, professional. We're keeping it professional. We're not friends with these people.
Do you think that's what professional means? You don't have any friends because everybody hates you?
Yeah. Like, what does it mean to you?
Well, we should
don't-
probably go to that diner, don't you think?
Yeah, let's go.
What diner? Oh, that diner. Yeah.
The one she works at.
Wait, what's the
Sorry.
name of it?
So you have a location of her work and her apartment. So the diner doesn't have a name, it just has a location. It is the first diner that you come to outside of the metro station for Little China.
Yeah,
and
well,
then the apartment
let's
is
go.
also in Little China. They are kind of equidistant, a 10-ish minute walk from this location.
I think we should go to the diner first, because what we learn there might inform what we find at her apartment.
All right, let's roll.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't want to say this in front of the parent. I don't know, to not stress him out further, but I'm sort of suspicious about this promotion she was being given. A lot of girls in the city get offered promotions before they go missing.
Is that what happened to you?
What? No.
Yeah, I've
I'm not-
never been promoted and I'm not missing. So, like, yeah, I think there's a connection.
Yeah, we don't even know where she works, do we?
Yeah.
You're making your way to know, I assume.
This diner right here. Pull over.
Yeah, nice.
Find a parking space.
Yeah, but a promotion at a diner? Come on.
Yeah, from waitress to manager, something like that, right?
All right. He shrugs. Let's go.
Yeah, it stinks is all I'll say.
So the place, nothing special about it. It's an assortment of booths and countertop seating. It's pretty quiet currently, save for the chef that you can see through the hatch, and the server. Think old school Americana diner. 24-hour service for the metro station, which is visible from the front corner window. As you walk in, the server behind the waitress behind the counter doesn't even come over. She just kind of shouts, "You can take a seat anywhere, bars through if you want. I'll be honest, it will save me the walk."
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
gear shift
yeah.
will.
I don't
Roll up
want you
to
to
the
work
bar.
too hard. And yeah, Hero will sit right next to gear shift.
Same
Yeah,
here.
your shift will pick up a menu and he'll like scan it. Yeah, 4 burgers, 4 580 shakes, onion rings.
She nods. She kind of looks over to the chef. The chef's got like a cigarette in his mouth inside. As these burgers charge you an extra $3 for a shake and some onion rings. He shrugs.
Yeah,
As he
sounds
turns
good.
around. She's like, "Do you just want 2.5 normal shakes, or you just want?"
No, 580 shakes. Whatever you got to do, make it even. I don't know, put some pizzazz on it. I don't give a fuck. Maybe a cherry on top, some whipped cream. And he'll like flick a couple of extra Eddies over. Like, how much is this meal total?
You are on good pre-pack, right?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
will be covered.
Okay, nice. Yeah, he'll throw in an extra, we'll call it 30. Like 30 cred chip to split between the server and the chef. Be like, yeah, and maybe anything you can tell us about this chick, and he'll flash like the picture of the girl.
She she takes the 30 Eddies, like pocketing it. She looks. Yeah, that's Evie.
Yeah,
What do you want?
she's been missing apparently. I feel like 2 days, something like that.
I mean, I saw it yesterday at Crossover.
Crossover, where's that?
Well, unfortunately we work different sets, so I'm leaving as she's coming in. We have half an hour with each other. I cash out the tips. Crossover.
And what time is the next crossover?
For Evie, a couple of days. She's got a couple of days off.
Oh, we don't have a couple days. We've only got 24 hours.
She kind of like looks a bit confused. I'm sorry, guys. Here, and she kind of like pulls out 4 coffee cups. Got a fresh pot on. They're on me for the. She kind of points at the 30 eddies. She pours some coffees.
So, do you talk to her a lot?
Well, as much as you can with someone on the kind of other side of the time zone. We get 30 minutes with each other every day. She's just got a promotion. She's taking shift leaders. I'm really sorry. Who are you?
I'm Hero.
I'm 7D.
That's 7D. That's Gear Shift. That's Heron. We're the sellouts. We're a crew. We're detectives.
Detectives?
Well, the technical term is edge runners, but you probably would know us as a detective. Don't want to get you hung up on the technical jargon, you know?
She says, well, I don't know what you're looking to detect, sweetheart, but...
Well, we're trying to find Evie because she's in danger.
She kind of looks around. She's not here.
But do you know anyone who might, want her in danger? Like somebody dangerous that she pals around with and, hangs out with the wrong crowd or anything like that?
No. I mean, it's Night City. Who knows what goes on behind closed doors? But no, she's always kept herself to herself. She seems pretty cute. Said she doesn't have a family.
Yeah. Really, she doesn't have a family. She said that.
Well, I mean, it's not uncommon. I suppose it's more common to come from uncommon to come from a non-broken home nowadays, right? Fuck, my family unit was broken, as was the physical home that I lived in at the time. We had like half a roof. Broken homes, eh?
Wow, you had a roof. That's impressive.
Yeah, the woman says, I know, I was privileged half of the time.
Yeah, is there like a manager or someone we could talk to? Like, an owner, something like that?
She, owner. Good luck. Manager.
What?
Well, I mean, look around, sweetheart. This is the owner is likely reaping the rewards. We send our money to whichever fucking gang it is today. I think it was the Tiger Claws last week. I live off tips, so no manager either. I was going to do the thing where I turn around and then turn back around, but
what was she promoted into? What was her promotion?
Shift leader, I guess. That's what they call me. The irony is that I have no say over the chef has no say over me, and neither of us have any other workers. But guess it looks good on a CV. Again, I work for tips.
She ever
Well-
come in here with a boyfriend?
Not that I saw.
A Graceland?
Sorry.
Boyfriend, girlfriend, output, input, anyone?
She says, guys, I'm really sorry. I see her for 30 minutes. Sometimes every day, sometimes every other day, and then it feels like sometimes I don't see her forever. It just depends what shifts we've got on.
Anyone here work all day that might see her?
She says,
Dishwasher,
I'm
something?
generally working with the same chef, but he won't be in for, well, until tomorrow afternoon.
What's his name?
Carl.